welcome to Gillow. We're starting at round 4 on Gillow because rounds 1 to 3 are really quite straightforward, and round 4 incorporates this lovely picot design, which gives this sort of fluffy frilly petal look. So your piece hopefully at this point looks like this. And what I wanted to do before we started is just explain to you how the caramel round has divided up the stitches into groups of 5 treble. So I've kind of exaggerated the gap there a bit, and you can see I've got 2 treble in this stitch and 3 in that one. So we've got a little group here of 5 stitches, and we're going to be working into those 5 stitches to make those frilly petals. Okay, so we're going to join our yarn into the first treble of that 5 treble group, and we're just going to make 2 chain. Okay, so 1 and 2, and the next stitch we make will be a treble, and we're going to go straight into a picot. So to make a picot, we're going to make 3 chain, and that picot is just a little kind of curl or a circle comes back on itself. So I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to put it into the front leg of the stitch where the chain comes out. And you will see there is a sort of a leg of a stitch sitting directly to its left right here. I'm going to put my hook through there as well, pull through the yarn and pull through the yarn to make a slip stitch, and that's our first picot made. Okay, so we're going to do 2 treble into the next stitch, moving along, and make another picot. So 1, 2 and 3, and curl it round again, and again take your hook into the front leg of the stitch at the base and that little leg that sits just to the left. Bring through and through to create the picot. Okay, and 1 treble into the same stitch, 1 treble into the next stitch, and it is picot here as well. 1, 2, 3. Bring my hook down into the front leg of where the chain is coming out and the leg that sits to the left of it. Should be quite sort of intuitive, and complete the picot. And we will make 2 chain and slip stitch into the top of the next stitch. Okay, now what that's done is that's created that frilly petal, and it's also brought the yarn all the way down to the base of the work, so that when we come across to the next stitch, it starts low and comes up and over again. So it's, you don't want to kind of be up here and then jump over. We want that definition of petal, and that is what bringing that chain down does for us. So it looks like a lovely little crown, doesn't it, actually? So I'll just whiz through a repeat of that. So we come across to the next stitch and we slip stitch into there as well, and then 2 chain, and then off we go again. So treble into the next one, and 3 chain and picot. Okay, 2 treble into the next stitch, 1, 2, and picot again. Here we go. And 1 treble into the same stitch, 1 treble into the next stitch, and another picot. And finally 2 chain and slip stitch into that last stitch. Okay, so you can see we're creating lovely fluffy little flower petals, and that is how you create them. That is how you create picots. So I will go around and finish them off. We'll look at them together at the end. Okay, I've got to the end, and just to show you, I'm just going to slip stitch into the very first stitch to kind of finish the round. So we're not going into the top of anything there, we're going into the next stitch to keep that stitch nice and low. And I'll cut yarn and pull it through. And when I sew that all in at the back, this is what we are left with. just all of those really lovely, frilly, pretty petals, which are going to be more defined when we work round 5.